this is your girl Wakeji Kamore, and welcome to Reflections by Wakeji Kamore. Here again with the Bible summary that I promised to do from cover to cover. We've already done from Genesis chapter 1, 2 and 3, and today we're going to be covering Genesis chapter 4. So in Genesis chapter 4 is a story of when Adam and Eve had been sent out of the Garden of Eden into the world, and then Adam and Eve gave birth to two sons, the first one being Cain, since tunasema Cain in Kikuyu. So Cain and Abel, and Cain was a farmer, and then Abel used to be a herdsman. So it got to a place where they were offering a sacrifice to God, and Cain, being a farmer, offered God a portion of his crops one day as a sacrifice, and only to learn that God was more pleased with what Abel gave, because Abel presented to God with his fattest portion of his flocks. So of course, enraged, Cain was so enraged and filled with jealousy because God actually accepted Abel's sacrifice and rejected his sacrifice. So he was enraged with anger and with envy, and he kills his brother Abel. So anyway, God exiles Cain from his home to wander in the land of the east of Eden, and Adam and Eve in the same chapter give birth to the third son, and his name is Seth. Through Seth and Cain, the human race begin to grow because now Abel had been killed. So let me tell you what my takeouts are, is that first, the first human being to be born, and forget about Adam and Eve, those ones were originally created by God, but the first human being to be born became a murderer because of envy and jealousy. Like, man, that is huge. Like, he allowed jealousy and envy to control him. He allowed sin to control him, for lack of better word. Actually, that's the best way to put it. And then the other thing that I learned is that God accepted Abel's sacrifice because Abel gave his very best. And then there's a verse there in chapter 4, and it's in verse, let me just look for it. In verse 6, this is when God is, let me actually just read it from verse 5, and this is God talking to Cain. It says, "But God did not accept Cain and his offering. Cain was sad because of this, and he became very angry. The Lord asked Cain, 'Why are you angry? Why does your face look sad? You know that if you do what is right, I will accept you. But if you don't, sin is ready to attack you. That sin will want to control you, but you must control it.'" I think the thing that I learned is that sin is always seeking to do the opposite of what we want, but we must learn how to rule over it. Like, there's no space where, like, you have no temptations. You're always doing what is right. As in, I don't know whether we have ever gotten to that place. There's always temptation, and sin is always looking to attack us. And the more you sin, the more sin is looking to attack you. It's like, because now Cain had done this, he'd given the Lord the sacrifice that was not acceptable. That's why it says, "But if you do not sin," as in, if you do not do what is right, sin is ready to attack you. That sin will always want to control you, but you must control it. And I mean, we see what happened after that is that sin actually controlled him because he was filled with envy and jealous, that even caused him to even do more. Like, he gave the wrong sacrifice, then more sin attacked him because now he was envious and jealous, and then more sin attacked him because now he became a murderer. And that's how he became a murderer. As in, when you do something that is not right, sin is ready to attack you, and then it will attack you some more. It will just make the situation go south. But God says that we must learn how to rule over sin. The other thing I learned is that God showed mercy even in his punishment, because when Cain was punished and was told, "You'll just wander in the world," he said, "But now people will kill me because now I killed my brother." And God said, "I'll put a mark on you so that nobody will kill you, and anybody who kills you will also get killed." So, I mean, even in the punishment, or rather in the consequence, I don't like to call it punishment. I like to call it the consequences of your sin, because that's what it is. God is not out there looking to punish us, but he set laws that must apply, and he can't go against his law. He can't go against his own justice, but he can give you mercy as you endure the consequences of your sin. So even in the consequences of Cain's sin is that God was merciful and said, I'll put a mark on you so that nobody kills you. One of the things I remember this story when I was young, and one of the things I used to wonder is, I don't know, like there was this story that Cain was tall. I don't know whether that's true. Honestly, I don't know whether I've seen it in the chapter. I don't remember seeing it in the chapter, but there was this story that Cain was tall and he's always walking around the world, and not because nobody killed him, he's always walking around the world. So now I remember we would scare each other at night. Takutwa na Cain huko nje. Like, I find that so interesting. So did he die? I mean, I'm sure he died. It's just that nobody killed him, but he lived to wander in the east of Eden until he died. But yeah, because well, okay, it used to be so scary. We would imagine this like a tall human being that can kill people. So it was very scary. Anyway, just so that I don't take so much of your time, one of the things that I would like to apply from the things that I have learned in Genesis chapter 4 is, number one, to always give God the best. If I'm serving in church, if even the things that I am doing, to always give God the best. Even in my work, if I feel like I cannot give my best, then just stop. To always give God my best. Even when I'm giving a guest an apartment, to always give them the best service, to always give them the best hospitality service. And I guess that is something that in this season of my life I'm being challenged to do, to always give my best. And even when I'm serving in church, when I am speaking to someone, in the list, in everything that I do, to always give God the best. The other thing that I would like to apply from Genesis chapter 4 is to receive correction positively. I imagine that if Cain, because I'm speaking in English, Cain was corrected by God, and he was told, by the way, let me tell you, if you did what is right, I would have accepted you. If he accepted that correction positively, he would have just gone and did another sacrifice now with the best, instead of now being attacked by sin. He's now being envious and jealous, he's killing people, and like he would just have accepted correction. And that is what I feel like these are some of the things that I'm currently even learning, to just accept correction, to not be shana, to not always think that I'm right, to not allow sin to attack me, to do what is right and not allow sin to attack me, and to always strive to rule over sin. And how you rule over sin is just stop doing things that are wrong, and then sin will stop attacking you. Because as you have seen, Cain did something wrong, then sin attacked until it actually overcame him. So anyway, those are some of the things that I have learned from Genesis chapter 4. I hope you have learned something. Please go and read the chapter for yourself. If reading is a challenge for you, just listen to the chapter. Just listen to Genesis chapter 4. I like the ESV version for listening to. It has really nice audios. So yeah, do that. Listen and get to know the word for yourself. So anyway, thank you so much. Be blessed and ciao.